Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It's been 5 days since the operation. My leg's really bruising up now. It's actually starting to ache and hurt more than it did the day after the operation, which was pretty bad. I'm on some pretty strong drugs at the moment. I don't have many left. They are getting me through it. Hopefully the next day or two we'll see a big difference. So Headshave, I'm going to be using the same soap for the head and the face today. Daily shave, I haven't done a daily shave in a long time. And it is Sudsy Soapery Cola with a Rasool clay, and I've not got my contacts and my glasses on, I can't even read the small print in the front. If you want to pause it there and have a read of the ingredients, by all means. Now someone asked, I've been asked for a long time about putting descriptions down below and where you can buy the stuff, what it's called, because obviously with my accent and trying to find out where you can get it from, it can be quite difficult. I am going to be moving into doing that a little bit of extra work on my videos with regards to that, and probably looking at getting a camera, in all honesty, an actual real camera, not using a phone anymore. But let's get stuck into the shave. So we've got cola. Now it's a real sort of, that's what the soap looks like. It would, if I described the scent of cola, it's like a cheap cola. It's a bit like Bar's Cola in Scotland. It's not like actual Coca-Cola by Coca-Cola. But it's nice, and it's got that sort of, it's got a lot of sort of spicy sort of thing going through. It's quite sweet, very gourmand. Right, here we go, straight on here with my, oh, I haven't even mentioned the brush. My Envy Shave Pasteurs 2017. I think these are pretty much limited. You can't buy these anymore. There wasn't many of them made in the first place. Made by Nathan Clark of Envy Shave. Now, I used my Envy Shave brush yesterday as well. He makes an absolutely amazing brush. He uses the knots. I believe this knot is also a Black Wolf knot from Peter Wolf over at Wolf Whiskers. Now these are all made in China or Asia somewhere, so it's the same sort of thing no matter who you get it from. But these ones are called Black Wolf knots. I like that because I like wolves. I'll be using my Wolf Whiskers for my face shave today as well. Right, that's not a massive load. It's hardly any load in that at all. I'm going to go with that because, as you can see, there's not much growth up there, and I don't think it's going to take much to shave it all off. So put our water on the coconut. Hang on a minute. Alright. My young bloke ringing me, he's not answering me, so I'm sure he'll ring back. We're back. So yeah, I don't even know what I was fucking talking about. I think I might have been talking about the load in this brush not being so big. It's not a massive load, but as you'll soon see, this soap is actually a very high quality soap from Sudsy Soapery. Scent strength's a good 6 or 7 out of the tub. Easily 6 or 7. Been the bloody wars this last 12 months. Between my own fault and malicious injuries, and this wouldn't have been so bad, this varicose veins, if I'd gone to see the specialist a lot sooner. I've had them for years, but when you go to your GP for varicose veins, they're not really interested unless they're causing you problems. If you're getting any pain or anything like that. But they're done now. Well, one leg's done. Still got my right leg to be done, but that's a day procedure. And it'll be done endovascular, which is with laser treatment. So I shouldn't have any real scars or any marks or anything using that form of treatment, which will be nice. So there we go, just dripping some water in. Makes a really dense lather, this. It does have clay in it, so from what I've read and what people sort of say, it does blunt your razors a bit quicker. But I'm using feather blades that are now, this will be the 4th use on these feather blades. I've changed the adjustment, not the adjustment, I've moved them around a little bit. So I put the most aggressive and most efficient blade, which is the one closest to the bottom, closest to the handle. I put that up the top, and then I've just moved the other two down one. So the one in the middle to the bottom, and then the one up the top to the middle. Just to see how that goes. Now you can see, this is making an absolutely brilliant lather. I remember using this ages ago. I've only used it once before. I just remember getting such a dense creamy lather from it, with great post shave. Yeah, you can't grumble with that. You really can't. Superb. It's actually a bit dry, but I don't really care. I'll set that to the side. And once again, the leaf razor. My go-to head shaver now. I'll probably not really use anything else on my head, to be honest. It's so comfortable, it's so quick, so efficient. This is the same one I use for my wife's legs. I've got my daughter's got a sort of defect one which I managed to bend and make work a little bit better. So she uses that one. Straight against the grain. Feather blades. Focus. Like I say, I've only got a day's growth. So I'm not expecting really too many issues. Or any issues at all, should I say. Not too many, just none. Give it a rinse out, it's just rinsed out crystal clear, so that's good. Now once again, this is an absolute no prep shave. Just come in the bathroom, the ensuite, whatever you want to call it, and literally you've just seen what I did. This technique here, pulling your ear over, flipping it right over and pulling down, works absolutely perfectly, honestly, for this razor, for a head shave. It just gets it BBS right above the ears. I don't have to whip out my DE razor or anything else to get that BBS shave. I haven't done a daily shave, especially on my head, in a very long time, so it'll be very interesting to see how my skin holds up, especially on my head, because it's something I don't generally do on my head because I get quite a bit of irritation. So it's generally something I save for my daily face shaves for work. My head was always 2 or more days. On most occasions my head was generally sort of 3 to 4. But this is just, I just want to test this razor out. The blades are feeling a little bit like I'm having to do more scraping to get rid of the hair. I think they're pretty much on the way out. But we'll see. They might not be. And just empty the sink out. It's not much to empty out, but we'll empty it anyway. Some great residual slickness, that's for sure. I'm just going to have a little feel around. There's a tiny bit there. I could add some more lather, but I'm not going to. And that is BBS head shave. Probably 8 minutes, something like that, 9 minutes when you add all 3 videos together. The 3 edits. Just such a good razor. The fact is, I'm spending way less time shaving my head, which in turn means there's much less time the blades on the skin, which in turn means there's hardly any irritation. So hopefully that's a daily head shave. I haven't done it in a long time. We'll see what the irritation's like. Moyle Grooming Frosted Frankenlime. Sean Mullen over in Canada makes probably the best healing balm or healing post-shave splash. Just 3 splashes, 1, 2, 3. 3 for the head, 3 for the face, that's what I do. Does have alcohol in it. But the scent is absolutely delicious. Oh, wow. And he's really nailed it on the head with the amount of menthol. Most of them have now, but Sean really has. Now, he's discontinuing all of his line. Frankenlime, Marlow Woods, Heliopteris, and Wildflowers. They're all getting discontinued, and he's basically going to concentrate, I believe now, on doing collaborations with other soap makers, which I think is fantastic because you get the soap to match his amazing splash as well, and vice versa. The soap gets the amazing splash to match it. So I'm going to pull out the Moyle Grooming pretty much routinely now every shave, unless it's got a matching splash or for a specific balm or something I'm using. I've not been using it enough. It deserves to be in every shave, in all honesty. It's so good. And when I do have a bad shave, when I do have an irritated shave and I get a bit of redness on my neck or my head or anything like that, it really helps with the healing process. And that's what Sean was looking for when he created it. It's superb. So the soap for today, well, as you can see, it doesn't have a waterproof label, but it was Sudsy Soapery Cola with Rasool clay, 100% all natural, super creamed triple butter shave soap. It is soft, it's not a cream, it's more of a crope. It's not a soap or a cream, it's a crope, it's a reasonably firm cream. Okay, now, tell you what, these drugs are strong as fuck. The brush for today is a little cracker for the den. Come on. There we go. Pasteur's 2017 Envy Shaves. I love the shape of it, I love the ergonomics, are nice to hold. It's just a great brush. I won this in like a raffle draw or something, I can't remember. Ages and ages ago. In fact, most of the guys that I was in touch with back then, I don't even talk to them anymore because I'm not in all the groups and shaving groups anymore. I'm contemplating maybe joining a couple while I'm still off sick and trying to recover with my arm and things, so just to give me a little bit more insight into what's going on in the wet shaving world, because I'm a little bit behind, to be honest. But yeah, that's me done and dusted. The razor, not much more I can say. There's nothing more I can say. It's by far and away the best head shaving razor I've ever used. This for me outstrips anything I've used. Better than Max Reeves, better than Fusions, better than the Skin Guards, it's better than all the other cartridges I've used, it's better than any double-edged razor, and of course it's better than straight razors and Chevettes, because I'm not that great with them. But anyway, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.